Alright guys, what's up? I'm on a dreadful slump. Been playing Blitz since, well, I've been playing quite a lot of Blitz recently. You know, since Thursday, and I had that over the board game where I knew I was kind of just off form and a bit tired. I really have just slumped down. So my Blitz rating has dropped from 1436 on November 30th to 1266 yesterday, and has recovered only slightly to 1294 today. So interesting stuff. And you know, I have to ask why. And honestly, I think that the most likely reason is simply tiredness. I am not properly rested. Shut up, dogs. Right, I'm just not rested enough. I can see the bags under my eyes and stuff. My chess knowledge has not diminished. My fundamental brain, you know, function is not diminished. It's simply I'm running on slow, right? The cycles, my processor speed has downgraded, right? Due to some kind of just lack of energy. Now I am going to try kind of biohacking my brain a bit. So, and in fact, I've got a Q&A later on with my colleagues from my kind of biohacking group. And you know, I do pretty well. I mean, I should be good for my like omega-3 fatty acids, which are pretty essential. You need your EPA and DHA. I should be fine on that because I'm on like a high meat, high fat, low carb diet. And for anyone who says no, your brain needs glucose to function, yes, it does. But your body is capable of breaking down. Your liver can break down protein and fats into glucose by gluconeogenesis, so don't worry about that. I may even do something at some point on brain hacking for chess, but we'll see. So, I mean, what I had before... Shut up! Dogs are like pashing in the other room. So, yeah, I had this mega slump before. Let's look at the old rapid thing in all time. It should be pretty obvious. There we go. Okay. So, was it in the last year? Yeah. So, look at this slump. And from 1585 in rapid down to 1337. So, that's a 250 point drop in the space of a couple of weeks. Okay. And what I realized was that at that point I was doing some fasting. I did a 3-day fast in preparation for a liver and gallbladder flush. Okay, not going to go into details on that right now, but it's just a way of detoxing your body. But I was also drinking wine at the same time, and then I spoke to a medic mate of mine who said, problem is that alcohol depletes your body of B vitamins, or vitamins if you're foreign, and because you weren't eating, you weren't replacing them. So I went on like a B complex regime and just replaced that and bounced straight back up to 1600. I mean, literally climbed, just went through the roof, 1600, 16, and hit my maximum 1670 just a couple of weeks later. So interesting stuff. So let us just have a go and let's just see how the old brain's working. I'm going to do a couple of 5-5s so we can treat this as a speed run. The question is, place your bets. Is our speed run going to take us up or down? Okay, we're playing an 1167. Okay, so I'm going to try actually and play. We have the King's Gambit. Well, I don't know a lot of responses to this, so I'm just going to play my normal. This is the Nimzovich Marshall defense. I don't think he should take there because you always have to be careful for this. So, by the way, this is a 5-5, so we have a little bit of time to talk amongst ourselves. Okay, now I have Queen H4 check, but he has G3. If I take this pawn now, he could takey, but and also there's thoughts about Queen D5. I'm attacking this. I like that. If he takes here, I just come in and harass the rook. You know, it's unprincipled to bring your queen out to the board so early, but you know, what am I worried about? Knight c3, calm me down here. Okay. One problem, I mean, it's really been yanking my chain recently. You know, these last few days, thinking that, you know, a player comes up and they're like 1250 or, you know, 1301, and I'm like, I should be able to beat these guys with my hands tied behind my back, which I would be doing, you know, when I'm 1500 in Blitz and beating 1400s fairly easily. But it's so weird. I mean, do you find this? Your opponents seem to play out of their skin when you're playing badly. I don't get it. I really do not get it, how that works. But here we are. Now he has got a bit of a problem. I think the move has to be like queen here, does it not? And in fact, I should have probably anticipated that. But, so, I mean, if I take, he takes with a knight. He's got 3 pieces developed. He's got both knights out, which is nice. And material is actually equal here. The queen comes out. What else do we have? Oh, we have that. We have bishop g4. No, we don't. No, we don't at all. Okay. Right. The knight's pinned and can't move. He also has 2 attacks. I have to take out the queen. I believe I do, because otherwise he's got takes, you know, whatever. If I was to move the queen from that position, he can take twice here, and then there's a fork of doom. So this, and he just does that. So I have to develop. Now he's likely to want to do this, but he's got 2 attackers on there, so I can't be saving this. If I bring my bishop out, attack the knight, he's going to take the pawn with a knight. Then I can actually long castle. At least I've got a piece out on the board. He's going to want to long castle as well. Is it just this? Then if he takes... Well, if he takes with the pawn, I'm not taking. But maybe that's just kind of safer. No, this. This at least stops him from castling long through d1. And I'm maybe inclined here to... Okay. Oh, he's attacking my bishop now. Well, that vexes me. Okay, I'm going to come back. Just try and restore sanity. Okay, we're a pawn down. But my pawns are maybe arguably slightly tidier. You know, opponent has a 4 and 2 wands. I have a 3 and a 2. Okay, now I have to take here. If he wants to give up his light squared bishop, that's fine. I do not mind this. The queens are off the board. I would much rather not be facing an opponent with the bishop pair. Look at this, it's 1167. Right, 1167. Excuse me while I pour a drop of tea. So I'm fortunate enough to have a ginkgo biloba tree in the garden. I harvested some leaves off the tree this summer, and I've dried them, dehydrated them in my dehydrator, and so then I can just add them to tea. And it's a vasodilator, so it opens up your blood vessels slightly. Similar to a popular blue pharmaceutical pill that I have never tried in my life. Okay, and here I am, losing to an 1167. And it does make me think that the margins between 1000s and 1100s, or 1100s and 1200s and so on, are not that great. That what it comes down to is maybe it is speed of computation. Maybe that's just what we're talking about. Okay. Right, he's He wants to get his bishop out. Now, I'm looking at rook e8 check. Bishop can't block as I take it, but he does then have knight blocks. If I check him again, he has c3. I'm inclined to kick the bishop, actually. If he comes back here, do I double kick if he comes there? He is causing trouble. Okay. So, right, this pawn is now at some risk. Maybe that's the kind of thing that you don't do, you know, when you're playing better. But he's having to think, at least, making the bugger think. Okay. So he's in check. So I've deferred this issue for a moment. I can play rook e7 to defend the pawn. I can push the pawn. It takes away f6 from my knight. Then my knight will have to come via here, which gets in the way of him, but, you know, it's not always about speed. Actually, the knight can go to h6, because there's loads of room to dance around on this board. h6, f5, even keep that pawn stuck there. Maybe jump into here and annoy the king. And he's moved. Right, he could have just blocked with the knight. But now, this rook's progress out into the board is now slightly hampered. Okay, now we still have this issue, so I'm going to push the pawn. I'm going to push at the pawn. And again, if he wants to get rid of his bishop, he's more than welcome. All right, I think the knight should come out. The question is, do we want to come here or here? From here, we can go to there, but same for h6. And here, he's not really got prospects. So let's come here. It just seems slightly more flexible. If he pushes the pawn, he's attacking the knight, but I'm going to come into the board, and I'm going to target this anyway, so. That's another thing that I find. You know, when I'm playing well, I seem to start to apply pressure earlier on and keep the pressure. I give my opponent problems from the start. I thought I was doing that here, and I wasn't. What's that about? Okay, you can't go there, you can't go there, you can't go there with a fork. So what is your game? Are you defending f2? I think perhaps you may be. But if I kick you away, I'm also potentially opening up a long diag for the old bish. So let's have a look at that. He can come here. But then from there, if he comes here, when the knight defends, I like the fact that I've now stopped Freddy in his tracks. He comes here. It's annoying, actually. It's quite annoying that I've kind of. Well, that doesn't. We spoke about this. You had a much better move. You should have gone there, and now you've just blunted your knight, I believe. I add the words "I believe" because with the way I'm thinking at the moment, I haven't a bloody clue. You could turn around and checkmate me. People normally do. Okay, I'm going to come in here with a threat of my own, and he's down to 55 seconds. Fat man 14001. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give check because now I'm up material. He thought for 28.8 seconds on that move and then shat his pants. Okay, so bishop or rook. If I take with the rook and come here, bishop gone. Keep the rooks connected. It's a terrible state of affairs. Okay, now I'm looking at this pawn. I notice small things as well when I'm sharp. You can see more of the board. But it literally feels like my brain is on half power. Like literally half power right now. Okay. If I take this, he can skewer the bishop and the pawn behind is undefended. So I don't really want to do that. Let's defend the pawn. We also have an opposite coloured bishop situation. So right now, I've got all of my pawns on light squares, which means this bishop can capture some of them. But as long as I have properly defended the rearmost pawns, we should be happy. All right, how do we finish? Remember, we've got an increment here. This is a 5-5, so if I completely stuff it, the knight, I think, okay. I think, oh, I'm going to get my king off the light square because of this guy. And I think I want to do something on the D file. Is it, what's the name of the orc in the Hobbit movies? Azog or something, the Defiler. Okay, anyway, so I haven't got that many places to go to with this knight, to be fair. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. This looks just ugly. I think I'm going to have to go to B7. But is it not? It's just out of. Okay, here, yeah. Then I can come back here, and if he wants to trade off again, okay, I'm quite happy to see that. I don't know why, but I'm quite happy to see that. Okay, now I'm going to centralise my knight again. I have two attackers on here, I notice. Right, but you know, the reason I centralised that is because I just knew that my knight here would be extremely stupid. Okay, so he's attacking my bishop. It's defended only by the knight. So the threat is he takes me out, I recapture. So rook h e8 to defend the bishop. And we are approaching a state of coordination. Okay, now, pawn. He can't take because he just loses the rook, yeah? And this comes with check. So he can't take the bishop either. I mean, if he wasn't in check, he would have two attackers on the bishop and only one defender. But he is in check. And he's down to 10 seconds. So I think we can almost start to celebrate having won 5 precious blitz points to taking us up to 12.99. And we win. Oh, well, there we go. First blood to Hunty the Terrible. Okay, I'm going England Gambit just because. I don't think my opponent will have seen the Charlick. You know, I've played quite a few Charlicks. There's a lot of D4 players at the lower levels. There's a lot of D4 players at the higher levels too. There's a lot of London boys. London boys. Okay, he's played best move. Alright, so he's not accepted the double thing. Wait, you know, he's 13-24 then, so he's not a chump. My opponent's played a chumpy move there. That knight, even blundering his knight, was just... Okay, so... okay. So my typical move here would be Queen E7. I'm gonna no. You develop your knight first. So this is weird. This feels kind of weirdly, kind of cathartic. I'm sharing a moment of weakness with you guys, and I hope it's okay. So he's messed up my structure. This is, I'm not going to get my classic Charlick setup. And now this is, I'm going to shoot that fucking cockerel. And now, okay, so now I can just take this pawn. Because knight can't take, so I take it a queen. And if queen takes queen, I recapture. Then knight can take. Should I push on? Let's push on. See, I didn't think that worked. So I'm threatening here, but then he will trade queens, right, to get out of the pin. It's one way to get out of a pin. If I take with a queen and he trades, let's keep the queens on the board. A cockerel is a rooster if you're foreign. Okay, the knight is still pinned. Everything's defended. Apart from that, technically. So I could... No, I can't go there because it... Okay, so he's now defended his pawn. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm thinking maybe bishop here. Just to pin this one. It's not going here, so... Let's prepare to, maybe develop the knight. Obviously, I can't go to f6. Excuse me 1 second. Fuck off. Go on. Fuck. Go on, follow me. Twats. That's better. Just have a bit of peace and quiet. Okay, can you feel the difference between 5 plus 5 Blitz is way slower than 5-minute Blitz? Okay, now, my first thought is knight e7. I need to think what are his plans here. Does he want to come here? But I can always drop my bishop back to, one of these squares. I think I should develop. I think that is a sensible and grown-up thing to do. This knight is still pinned, that pawn is still pinned. Pins are powerful. Even if not in the execution, in the threat, they pin your opponent down. This is the point. They restrict your opponent's moves. That's better. I'm still hearing, but he a long way away. All right, what are you doing here? Okay, well, you've broken the pin. That's one way to do it, is to remove the target that's behind the pinned piece. Now his knight is here because otherwise I could take out this knight and he'd be forced to recapture with G, which nobody wants to do. So that's undefended. What about this then? Here, attacking this and this. Oh, it's defended by the knight, kinda. Do I need to do this and develop the queen, or also attacks b2, which are undefended? Let's castle king. And then think about that. We're going to breach the heady heights of 1300 if we win this game, guys. I can't control my excitement. That's a nice square. Okay, so he's done this. Yeah, we kind of expected that. But now he's undefendified this. So it takes... Doesn't mess up his pawns. So I'm going to retreat the bish. Okay, but here or here. The question is, does he want to put his knight on there? He still can actually, because the queen's also looking at that square. But this feels slightly more flexible. My bishop is on a defended square where it's defended by a pawn, which is better than being defended by a piece. If your piece is defended by a piece, then the piece that's defending the piece can't move without undefending the piece. Yeah? Right, first thought is c5. He's centralised his knight, which is rude. He can't go there, he can't go here, because knight gets him. If I go here, yeah, I'm just playing that, I'm down on time. I am down on time. He's up a pawn. He's slightly up on the clock. But then his, magnificent 1324. So I ought to, I shouldn't expect to win this game, being a lowly 1299. And he goes back to over there. Okay, this knight has got its thumb up its trouser pocket. That just looks awkward to me. Okay, this knight is defended only by the queen. Does my knight want to come round here? You know what I wanted? I want to be able to play this and attack the knight with some kind of discovery. So, how do we come after this? I'm going to play my knight. Okay, first question is actually if g4. Nah, we don't want to play g4. Okay, let's do something with this bishop now, because there ain't no pins going on there. This bishop's done its job there. We're slightly, having a sniff around c2. This isn't going to cause our opponent massive problems. He can defend with rook. He can't defend with the knight, actually. He can just push, though. Push c3. But pushing c3 is okay. And he defends with queen. Okay, fair enough. Okay, rooks. Shall we engage the rooks? Rook e8? Yeah. Seems okay. This is defended twice, attacked once. This is attacked once, defended once. This is not attacked at all, and it is defended. Okay, he's now got two attackers on there, but he's, basically what he's done, he's just put his rook on an open file, which kind of makes sense. And he's not going to attack here because the first capture is a knight. So my inclination now is to get my queen off here and to bring my A rook over to d8. Can I double up pressure on there? Something like this. This rook over here. There my queen has ideas. This knight's still looking awkward, but he could come here. c6. He's got good control over the dark squares in the middle of the board. If I was to push d4, may make life a bit tricky for his knights. I mean, it doesn't really actually. His knights, none of his knights are actually looking at these squares because they're adjacent. Okay. Oh, I really want to get that pawn out of the way. Okay, well, we talked about this move, let's pull it. I'm down to a minute now. Shut up and let me think. There we go. Nice cup of tea. Oh no, you've forgotten the crackers. We're doing all right. The opponent isn't really applying much in the way of pressure, and I actually have superior pawns. And what the hell is that? Okay, how can I get my queen looking at there? I drop her here. Okay, now that obviously that's not a legal move, but something like da 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 da. Okay. So queen here first of all, yeah, queen here first of all. We're looking at c2, which happens to be defended only once and now attacked twice. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, huh? Also, note, Exhibit B, this bishop is now in line, is the only thing blocking my queen from coming here and capturing with check. So now, I mean, now, what am I talking about? My bishop's blocked. If I give check there, king takes queen. Good catch, Hunty. That was pretty smart. Pretty damn smart, if you ask me. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to push this at all, because both these knights are looking at this square. I don't want to push there. I may, however, trade everything off there, but then what if he does this? Oh, no, we don't like that, do we, precious? No, we don't, my love. Okay, here. Okay, I'm down to 30 seconds. Shit. Oh, cock. Okay. Right, but you know, hey, 107. Thing is, mate, I like to attack an undefended king. Okay, let's attack the pin piece. The queen is the only defender of this bishop. I have this move at my disposal. I have knight here, here, check, fork. Now we're feeling more blitzy. And we still have an increment, remember. Okay, queen there, I'm going to come in here, threatening a royal fork. No, family fork, because little rookie is in there as well. Aha! So much slower. 5 plus 5 is a different game. So seriously, my recommendation is, if you're going to play Blitz, guys, play 3 plus 3 or 5 plus 5. Because, you know, I win a lot of games, not necessarily just because my opponent times out. I do win quite a few that way as well. Okay, let's win the rook. But just the time pressure. I think I'm quite good at getting my opponent into time pressure. Okay, and now he's clocked. Now he's on 17 seconds. So he's going to have to do something. Okay, I think let's maintain the pin on the knight. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Now, okay, so I was thinking about this. I'm going to play this move. Okay. No, it's not so important now. But he's gone back to save the rook. I have this idea. I might put my queen back in here to renew the threat. Okay. Let's do this. New idea. Okay. New idea. Attacking the pin piece with the pawn. Always a good idea. Let's give check. This pawn is defended only by the bishop. Let's attack the bishop. You can do that and hit my rook, but I have check. I have check. This is problem. Okay, now I have rook d8. Okay, rook d8. Let's do it. I have this. Oh, that would be even better, wouldn't it? The only defense is knight there and then it's mate. 9, 8. Right, that's my default. Always have this idea as well, though, but the queen can't hit f2, so... Boom! Yes, let's show a picture of Hunty as Braveheart. No, let's show a picture of Hunty as Thor the God of Thunder. 1308. Are we unstoppable today? Let's find out. And we better hurry up, because I'm going to need a wee after all these cups of tea. Okay, we did it. 1437. Okay, so what are we going to play? We'll play the Vienna game, because our opponent's like massively higher rated than me. So I'm going to stick to the repertoire, and hopefully not banking on the idea that my opponent thinks that he's playing somebody quite a lot weaker. That is unusual. That is unusual, because now I have d4 as well. This knight has to retreat. He doesn't even have queen e7 pinning the pawn. Now because of this, I'm going to play knight f3. I'm saving d4, and this is all patterns that I know. This is all Kruger stuff. I now have this with tempo hitting the bishop, but also I've uncovered this, and I think that is, yeah, at the cost of a bishop, but it's a bishop that may allow me to castle. Developing the bishop may help me castle. And now look at that king side. That is fractured. So bishop c4, generally good move. I do need to think about this, but that gives me a huge pawn mass. If he breaks my pawns, I've still got short castles. I ain't concerned about that, right? So I'm thinking now, I think this will come. Bishop could go to d3, but that's behind a blocked in pawn. I don't fancy that much. It's been helpful, thank you. You know, talking to you. I mean, how the blinking bloody buggery does he even defend that pawn? I don't think he even can. Oh, no, he had that. So queen takes here. I'm threatening this. Welcome to Hunty's world of pain, world of pain. No, don't start celebrating. I'm rubbing my hands together. It's because it's cold. And I'm from Yorkshire. So I don't like to put on the heating unless there's actually ice on the windows. And I live in the stupidest house ever, of course. Right, that comes with check, so we have to take. Now, but look, we have this box of pawns in the middle of the board, and black here is on ropes. Here attacks rook. Rook has to go here. Then we have this. Oh, that pawn will be defended twice. But welcome to the Vienna Gambit. Enjoy your stay. What's your game? Queen can't go there. She's got one square. And then can't go there. What? Oh, ow. There. Here. King d2 prevents that. Should the queen come in here, I've got king d2. So I don't need to do nothing about that right now. Don't need to do nothing, mate. Nothing, blood. Now this, queen comes here. It's fine. Okay, this. And I want a short castle. Knight can't come in here, remember? Because it's attacked twice, defended once. This is an advanced technique called counting attackers and defenders. Yeah, I think it's still, look, yeah, okay. There's a semi-open g-file, eh? But if I capture this, this rook's gonna, hang on, have I captured this? Yeah, rook's, it can't go there, or stay there. We're not worried, or should I, hang on a moment. Okay, alright, this comes with a fork, which we do not, actually, it's a three-wayer, isn't it? Okay, attacking rook, bishop, and king. Me not like this. Me not like this. Is it time just to bring Queenie back? Okay, I know it's all very grown up. I don't really want to move my king, or do I? Or block it. Just block it. Block it, stick it in your pocket. How about that? Right? Plus, you know that bishop that was on an undefended square, short castles, it's now defended once, twice. Bonus. Okay, you eat my pawn, huh? What you do? Okay, I'm gonna annoy your rook, I think. The rook can't go there, it can't go there, or there. So it could come here, but no, then I give check on the back. You're not gonna sack, okay, yeah, exactly. Now, how about knight g5, adding attacker number 3. 3 attackers. No, my mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. How many defenders? 2. How many defenders can he add on the next move? 1. 1 only. Well, okay, that's actually quite good. Because what he's done here is he's blocked one of the defenders. Unfortunately, I have en passant, and you found a check. Congrats. Okay, you still have 2 defenders and I still have 4 attackers. Oh, nice. I'm going to take it with my knight. If pawn takes, I'm going to take your rook. King is forced to capture because otherwise it's checkmate. It's the only legal move, eh? Oh, man. This is one of the prettiest and most aggressive and kind of ugliest positions that we've been in for a while. And my opponent must be thinking, what the flipping hell is going on? Okay, I'm thinking rook f7 check. I mean, I'm +6 materials as well. Rook takes, I take his queen. Okay, king moves. What about this? Okay, let's do some actual thinking. I've got 2 minutes 18 seconds, right? Let's use it. Check there. Okay, so he's here. It's no, 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 no. He has to come to one of these squares, eh? Is there a better move? Knight here check. It's no, 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 no. But he can come there and attack the knight, or there and attack the knight. So we're going to do this for now. I also have rook over to the d file. So we know he has to, okay, he has to go there or there. So there he goes to there. I can fork and win the rook. Or I have this, but then rook takes is an idea. So let's fork him. And you are not going to sit down for a week after this one. Jesus wept. This is an arse kicking, isn't it? Okay, a3 check. Yes, I know I've got a rook. I know, but material schmaterial. Oh, hang on. Hang on. All right, now. So I can't get checkmated if I've checked him. Okay, because he has to get out of checkmate, and this move doesn't get him out of checkmate. So I could just play the very frustrating pawn to h3, or I could play a3 check. Then it's no, no, no. That's what I'm going to do. Right? I'm not forgetting about this. Remind me if I am about to do something stupid. Right? So it's no, no, no. So and he can't go there. So okay. And now what I'm thinking is. I was thinking about something like this, but then queen takes, rook takes, rook takes. I've lost my stuff. I've lost my material. However, bear in mind, the king is now blocking the checkmate. So can I just take out the rook and attack the queen? If I do that, okay, I need to move. I have a check here as well. He can't go there, there. He can't go there. He might try and go here. Okay, I need to use my increment now. I have all the materials. All your materials are belong to us. All your base, your base. Ha, 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 you have no chance to survive, make your time. Chickadee-doo-dah, checkity-day. Now, okay, if I go chickadee-doo-dah here, oh, I also have chickadee-doo-dah with this, which is quite nice. Chickadee-doo-dah with the rook, okay? Okay, I'm going to drop my rook. I'm going to be grown up. I'm going to drop my rook on the back rank, reconnect my rooks, and avoid any shenanigans of the surprise checkmating kind. Alrighty, so let's try and trade queens, just for a giggle. You trade queens now, you're 11 materials down, and you are, to use a technical term, buggered. Go on then. Ha! But we have an increment, fella, and you just blundered your knight. You've just blundered it, mate. Chick. Okay. Now I have 50 seconds. Okay. Chickadee-doo-dah. He has to go there. That's the only move. Okay, I'm going to get my king out of harm's way. And we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, right? Check. No, 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 no. One move, I believe. Unless I'm much mistaken. Okay. How about the old ladder? Are you going to fall to the old ladder? Okay, if you get to the back rank, now that's defended by the bishop. That is fine. Okay. I could double up my rooks and threaten to force his rook off the board. King could go here. But mate, you're dead. You are dead as a dough. I'm gonna give up a rook. I don't care. Because you are mine. You are mine. You are my bitch. King here. And now Gary all the way. Gary for the win. Okay, this is fine. And now my bishop can handle Andy, the a-pawn, yeah? Bishop's got Andy, that's fine. This is not an issue. Oh, I forgot to capture Andy, the a-pawn. Okay, but now, queen. Ha! You want me to go there and stalemate you. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna go here. Oh, that's not stalemate, because you can move your pawn, eh? But, okay, we've both got, no we haven't. I've got 1 minute 41 seconds. Okay, now he can go here. So if this would be stalemate, that would be stalemate. Now, so I don't want him to stalemate. He's got this, so I'm gonna move my pawn. No, I'm not. I'm gonna prepare this so that when he goes here, I can move my king with check. Move the king with... do you know what? I might even sack my queen for this pawn. Do you know what? I'm going to stick my queen here. Bosh. Hugo Bosch. Yeah, you can try and sell, but look at this. My time is going up by a second. 5 seconds every time I make one of these moves. Okay. And this. And this. Bosh. Well, thank you. Thank you. 13-19, and now I don't feel quite so bad. Because you know, I was sucking so hard that I was like getting bloodshot cheeks. But that's a pretty checkmate. That is using all my pieces. King's preventing this square, bishop's preventing this square, queen's preventing this square. This queen is preventing boom, 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 and this queen's preventing boom, boom, boom. And that is not good. I'm not going to look at the game review because it's going to say I sucked. But we're like, go on then, just for shits and giggles. How many misses is it going to say? I would say 9. 9 misses. So misses is the equivalent of missed wins. No, 4. 4 isn't bad. 84.5% accuracy. 84.5 in a game with 68 moves. I'm back. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's the Ginkgo tea. Maybe that works. Anyway, you see before you a very happy man. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for your support. I may come back to you with a brain hacking protocol, but we'll see. Anyway, that was all very good fun. Thank you for watching. See you soon.